Yo, what's going on? It's NOC, the Nerds of Color. We are back with another ShoPowSho&Tell. It's your boy Kuya P, and I have the amazing Patty Umali, the game developer creator behind The Girl Who Sees. Go check it out. But she has a couple of things to share with us today. How are you today, Patty?
I'm doing great. How are you, Kuya P?
I'm so excited to have you back and to share some of the amazingness that is our culture. What do you have today?
Yes, I have some books for ShoPowSho&Tell. So these are some of the resources that I use to research on Philippine mythology and Philippine lore, I guess you could call it. The first is The Creatures of Philippine Lower Mythology by Maximo D. Ramos. He is like the ultimate ninong of Philippine mythology as a, like an academic subject. And he passed in 1980, it looks like, but he lives on forever as like the ultimate source. He made the classification of Filipino creatures, dividing them into like bloodsuckers and spirits versus demons and things like that. So you can find it on Amazon, but I love to shout out Archipelago Bookstore in the San Francisco area, and they're usually able to find a lot of this stuff. Another book and series is the Philippine folk literature series by, I'm trying to like angle it correctly, by Damiana Eugenio. She made this amazing series, like it's super thick. It's like thousands of pages where she there's the other ones that I have are like the myths. This is the legends. I think there's the folk tales, and there might be another one as well. But she like interviewed thousands of Filipinos and recorded all of the folk tales, legends, myths that had been passed down orally for so long.
Wow.
And so, you can learn all about the Filipino gods and goddesses of different tribes. There's like stories about like how humans were first made according to each tribe. There's heroes and legends. And then of course there's like plenty of stuff that shows our Catholic underpinnings, legends about the Blessed Virgin. But there's legends about Aswang, legends about the Capre, legends about the Duende. And it's such a rich book series. And then lastly, I have one other book called The Soul Book. Unfortunately, it might be really hard to find. I had to beg a relative in the Philippines to search around for me, but it has like, let me see if I can find a really good one, really unique and really interesting artwork.
Wow. Oh, come off of me. Go back to her. Go. It went to me, but no, we see it. I put it back on two view. I had it on your view, but because I was just blown away talking, it went to me.
There's another one.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
Yeah,
yes.
It is very cool. Let me see. The Soul Book deals with the pre-Hispanic religion that believed in a sky world, an earth world, and an underworld, each of which was composed of several layers. So,
who's the credited religion
of the Philippines? It is by, let's see, Demetrio. Oh, there's like random slashes in the name, so I'm just double checking. I think his name is, Francisco R. Demetrio.
Francisco R.
is the author.
All right.
And so, I think, these are like nonfiction resources on Philippine mythology and lore. If you're looking for something that's fiction, definitely check out the 13 comics. I'm hoping that especially now that Netflix is releasing the show, that they'll be easier to find here in the US.
Yeah.
Really great stories.
Definitely. Oh man, I love this because growing up as Phil Lambs here, it's so hard to find. So I'm definitely going to check out. I love that you shouted out Archipelago Books, finding out outside of the Amazon. You know what I'm saying? I do have an Amazon Prime. We all do because, hey, we understand why it's cheap and it's affordable, but also doesn't give back to these independent businesses. And it's so important. I love that. And so I am definitely going to find these and search these books out because I'm all about it. When you were talking about for the creation of the Legends book, how like they took these stories of like the Miz, the folk tales, the thought pops in my head. I would hope that they have like an audiobook version, or if they could actually share those recordings that they did with these individuals. That would be awesome. If they could have packaged that up. Wouldn't you want to hear that? Like to get it from the source? Oh my gosh.
Sadly, I don't know.
Yeah, they might not have thought about it at that time, but that would have been amazing. So hopefully now, for those watching, producers, publishers out there, there's a market for it. We want it. Like I'm down for it.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it. And I'm sure let's end this off with The Girl Who Sees. All this great, amazing material helped Patty I'm sure with coming up with The Girl Who Sees. Let's just before we sign off, let's talk Girl Who Sees, how they can check it out and look for it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll give a little insight that actually the evil villain of the story of The Girl Who Sees is an ancient god, and it's based off of the legend of Aswang and Gugurang, who are two Philippine deities from Bicol. And so, Google that if you're interested in what the story is. And you can find The Girl Who Sees at www.girlwhosees.com. You can follow us on Facebook. Just search The Girl Who Sees and our page will come up. You can find us on Twitter, _Girl Who Sees. That's the same for Insta. And, we're going to be on Steam on June 12th, and we would love for you to add us to your wish list, follow us, and most definitely, if you can, buy the game, play the game, and tell your friends, tell your family.
I love it. I will be supporting it. Thank you so much, Patty. Definitely go follow The Girl Who Sees. And Kuya P, Nerds of Color, ShoPowSho, you know all that. It's all going to be in the information below. This has been another ShoPowSho&Tell. Salamat, Patty O'Malley, Kuya P, out of here.